Whoa. Taking her half out of the middle there. Alright, let's get down to business here. So, I've lived in Pennsylvania for about 6 months, and I'm sure everybody who's familiar with this channel has seen my Panigale review. I do a little juxtaposition between the bike and bourbon. I'm a big bourbon fan, and I somehow found myself moving into a state that has like the weirdest liquor laws. All of the liquor stores are state-owned. If you're buying liquor in the state of Pennsylvania, it's going to come from a store called Fine Wine and Good Spirits. And now that name's debatable, because you walk in there and it's all just standard Jack Daniels, Bullet, bottom shelf liquor. And the bummer about that is that there's no hunt for a decent bottle. Driving from Chicago down to New Orleans to see my wife's family, every once in a while, you know, we'd leave late at night and then drive a few hours and stop, and I'd kind of run around and see all the liquor stores, and you'd find some pretty decent stuff. Somebody had a Jefferson rum cask finish sitting on a shelf, just collecting dust. Somebody had a single barrel E.H. Taylor on the shelf, a couple of bottles of Blanton's. But around here, I mean, there's no hunt. You know what's there. They have a website, so you always know what they have or what they don't have, because it's not like they ever stock anything new or get anything exciting in. Since Pennsylvania is a huge state, they do have a lottery drawing. The popular one now is the Pappy Van Winkle line. I'd be more interested in the Buffalo Trace antique collection, like the Eagle Rare and the Weller and the Sazerac and the Handy. Look at that place. Wow. But the only way to get these bottles is to enter a drawing, and then it's just kind of dumb luck if you get them or not, because they split it through all of the liquor stores in Pennsylvania. And Pennsylvania's a huge state. I think it takes maybe 6 hours to drive from one side of it to the other, so it's a massive state. And where I'm from, what I'm used to doing is going into a place, establishing a relationship with a manager or somebody that has some kind of pull. You know, you're buying $60 or $70 bottles. Every time you go in there, you talk to them and you make sure you're maintaining a relationship, and one of these special bottles comes out, they say, hey, one of these just came in, you want it? Or maybe they'll call you or send you an email or something. But here, it's like the people, they don't even know anything about the liquor that they're selling. You know, it's hard to talk to somebody if all they're doing is punching the time clock and sitting at a register checking people out like a grocery store. So that's kind of a bummer. Hey, these roads aren't bad. It's odd though. I've been out here enough to know that there's basically 3 types of alcohol that we're dealing with here in Pennsylvania. We got beer, we got wine, and we got spirits. There's got to be a better way to say this. A beer distributor only has beer. It doesn't have wine, and it doesn't have spirits. Fine Wine and Good Spirits has wine and hard liquor, but no beer. And just recently, supermarkets have started selling small quantities of beer and wine. That's the best place to put it. But it's weird though, because at a grocery store you can't buy more than like a 12-pack, but you could buy a 12-pack and then walk to your car and put it in there and come back and buy more. I don't understand what that's about. These weird Pennsylvania laws. I don't know. Luckily I've got a kind of a backup plan. Since my wife's from New Orleans, that's where the Sazerac company's headquarters is. They distribute a lot of their product there, and it's pretty cheap down there too. I'm gonna have to start thinking about a gas station around. Where are we now? Aaronsburg? Maybe Aaronsburg has a gas station. Maybe it won't be run out of Gasburg. I see businesses. Come on, gas station. Are you kidding me? This town doesn't have fuel? Where do people get their gas? Maybe Pennsylvania regulates that too, just like liquor. Ooh. Hello. We're gonna try and find a decent road to go down here. Maybe we'll get a nice loop. We'll figure out something to ride. That doesn't look like a good one. I enjoy this part of riding where you go out and you just kind of don't know where you're going. You don't know what you're gonna do, where you're gonna go. end up getting lost trying to find your way back, picking up a lawnmower if you need. Wait, this is what I want. Hopefully we're gonna go up over that mountain there. Okay, I've never seen a sign that says cow before. Somebody spray painted moo on it. Man, they weren't kidding with that squiggly sign, squiggly road sign. Zoom. And we're on a dirt road. Oh no, maybe that's just washed out. I don't know if this is a... Is it just washed out? This is pavement. I think. No, that's not pavement. Oh, it's not pavement. Alright, new plan. Well, good thing I didn't come cruising through here like an idiot. Gassed up.